Hi everybody and welcome back. For today's activity, we're going to bake a red velvet cake. So step 1 is washing our hands. So let's look at what ingredients we're going to need. We're going to need 200 ml of buttermilk, 150 ml of vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence, 100 ml of water, 15 ml of red food colouring and 2 eggs. We will also need 250 grams of plain flour, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, 280 grams of caster sugar or light brown sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt. And for the icing, we're going to need a half teaspoon of vanilla essence, 175 grams of full fat soft cheese, and 375 grams of icing sugar. Now let's look at what equipment we're going to need. We're going to need a measuring jug, 2 sandwich tins, a sieve, 2 mixing bowls, an electric hand mixer, tablespoon, a teaspoon, a wooden spoon and a spatula. So step 2, we're going to grease the tins with butter. The reason we do this is so that the cake doesn't stick to the tin. Step 3, we're going to sieve our flour. We do this to introduce air into the mixture to make sure that the sponge is nice and light. Step 4, we're going to add a tablespoon of cocoa powder to the bowl. Step 5, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder to the mixture. For step 6, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda also to the mix. Step 7, we're going to add 280 grams of sugar. For step 8, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt to the mixture. For step 9, we're going to get our wooden spoon and mix our dry ingredients together in the bowl. For step 10, we're going to add 200 ml of buttermilk to the mixture, followed by 150 ml of the oil. Step 12 is to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. And step 13 is we're going to add 100 ml of water. And now to get that lovely red colour into our sponge, we're going to pour in 15 ml of red food colouring. For step 15, we're going to whisk 2 eggs in a bowl and then add that to our mixture. For step 15, we're going to use our electric mixer for up to 2 minutes. Make sure to mix everything really well. Now at this stage, our mixture should look like this. Now it's time to divide our mixture. Get your 2 sandwich tins and pour an equal amount into each tin. For step 17, we're now going to put our cake into the oven and remember to use oven gloves. We're going to put it in for 25 to 30 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. If your oven is a fan oven, it's 160 degrees. And if it's a gas oven, it's gas mark 4. Now we're going to move on to making our icing. We're going to put 125 grams of butter into a clean bowl. For step 19, we're going to sieve half of the icing sugar into the bowl. And then we're going to mix everything with the electric mixer for approximately 1 minute. At this point, our mixture should look like this. For step 21, we're going to add 175 grams of cream cheese to the bowl. Step 22, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and then we're going to mix everything again for approximately 1 minute with our electric mixer. At this point, our mixture should look like this. Step 24, using your oven gloves, carefully take the cake out of the oven. To check that your cake is cooked, pierce a knife into the sponge, and if it comes out clean, you know you're good to go. For step 26, when the sponge has cooled completely, cover one of the sponges with the icing. A little hint is to take your time. You want to make sure that your icing is spread evenly. Step 27, carefully place one cake on top of the other. Now on to step 28, which is the fun part, decorating the cake. Once your cake is decorated to whatever way you like, it's time to sit down, make a cup of tea, and enjoy a slice. And if you really enjoy the icing, remember you can cover the whole cake. Thank you for watching our video today, and remember to stay safe.